to explain how I made my Iron Man glove, aka repulsor. Okay, well, it is a design other than the movie, but nevertheless, it's still an Iron Man repulsor. First, you'll need a bit of cardboard, preferably cereal box cardboard, some rubber bands, and some super glue to bind everything together. First, measure your forearm and split that into thirds, and you'll need to do something similar for your fingers. But you'll just need to cut 2 strips of cardboard per finger. In case you're wondering what the rubber bands are for, you'll need to use them for the forearm and fingers. Basically, you need to hold the forearm parts to the side, fold them, and glue the rubber bands to both sides so they can tighten just like the movies. Once you cut the fingers, wrap them around your fingers with the desired width and glue them. Each joint of each finger uses the rubber bands to keep them together. And glue the rubber band of each to each finger, then glue it to the forearm part. Then you'll need to paint it. Once you do that, you can add electronics, or a regular repulsor is just as tough as iron. Just joking. But this took me a very long progress to be able to figure this out. So the rubber bands, like I said, all you need to do is fold it to the side. Basically make it like an inward fold. That way you can just tighten it up. You don't need to do that for the fingers. You can add fingertips if you want to. Like I said, with the repulsor, you can add like a little mini missile launcher or something like that, just for the fun of it. Like I said, you can add electronics and a lot more things like that. Also, the type of paint I used was acrylic paint, so I hand brushed it, which took a very long time, especially having to do it in different layers, so that way make sure everything doesn't peel off or anything of that sort. So it does have a bit of a dry texture, but other than that, it's actually pretty nice. There are some problems with it, obviously. When it gets on, it's hard to get off. Like, it's worse than the Venom in any version of the comic books. Like, you have to literally tug so hard. And also the rubber bands, make sure to double layer them. That way, when you try to take the fingers off, they won't actually come off of the forearm part. I just wanted to let you know some of these things, because, well, yeah. And also, for the electronics, you will have to add them on the outside. Unless you make like a bigger version of this, that we can add all the stuff on the inside to make it look a whole lot cooler. I was planning on adding a laser, but it was a little too simple. But yeah. Now, if you're willing to take the extra step on becoming Iron Man, you could do something like you did in the movies before you put the full suit on, which is make an extra boot or an extra arm. I haven't made a boot yet, but a way I can explain to you is what you need to do the same process, just measure the size of your feet and make a sole and everything of that sort, and make sure it goes at least up to your knee. And yeah, that was a pretty nice idea. But like I said, you can add a white repulsor in there, you can add a laser in there. Like I said, you can also add something that shoots in there, which I have tried in the past, but have failed at it. But in another video, I'll more than likely show you how you can do that. Also, you can use the regular box cardboard, not the cereal box cardboard. It will be a whole lot harder, but it would be a bit easier to work with. And it won't be as much as gripping, and plus it'll be a whole lot tougher, and you can add a bit more stuff and make it look cool. I think it would absorb the paint layers a little bit better than what the cereal box does, mainly because of their material and all things of that sort. So if you do want to use the regular box cardboard, that is a good idea. But like I said, I also advise using either super glue or hot glue, but I think super glue would be the best since it's more tougher glue. Even though hot glue dries faster and longer and it keeps everything hard. Now what you can do is cover the whole thing with hot glue to give it that sort of shiny texture, which you're looking for in an Iron Man or repulsor especially. But I don't advise that because mainly it takes a really long time, and well, yeah. And it makes it lose a little bit of its flexibility when you are doing that process. So I just advise you to do the steps I said, and if you did it right, you should be able to come out with the Iron Man repulsor arm. So see you guys next time in the next video.